Welcome to battle number 1 of week number 3 of the FnF Oreburgh Gate Draft League preseason. This battle is going to be pitting Morgana's team, which is Northern Necrozmas, versus Lilith's team, which is Kiss of Death. As a reminder, the Z Pokemon available in this battle are Haunter with Z Any Privilege and Gabite with Z Attack Privilege on Morgana's team, and then on Lilith's team there is Vulpix with Z Any Privilege. This battle, sorry, I got a stuffy nose right now. It looks like it could be pretty interesting. We have hazard setters on both sides, Pupitar with Stealth Rock, and Trubbish with Spikes and Toxic Spikes. Gabite also has the ability to set up Stealth Rock, so we could see some hazards going on. Some relatively bulky Pokemon on both sides as well. Mantike, very bulky on the specially defensive side. I'd say Frillish as well, pretty bulky on the specially defensive side, especially if it's invested with Eviolite. Some hard hitters. Purloin's going to be interesting with Prankster, how it decides to use that and disrupt the battle. There are no dark types on Morgana's team, so Prankster will work every time. And Gabite's going to be a force to be reckoned with Earthquake and Dragon Claw. It hits pretty much everything at least neutrally, so if Morgana goes for a Sword Stance, that could be some pretty intense sweeping done by Gabite if left unchecked. Timber looks like it might struggle a bit in this matchup, especially with Gothorita. Gothorita, of course, being that Pokemon that you don't want to face. You don't know if it's going defensive with Eviolite, if it's going to be an offensive one that picks off Pokemon and traps them. I'm wondering if Morgana has any Shed Shells to account for that. Of course, Haunter cannot be trapped by Gothorita, which is the Pokemon that would least want to be trapped, aside from Timber. So that's also something to take into consideration too. Matches with Gothorita are just really, really intense. Gothorita is a little sadistic. It usually runs a stally trapping set rather than Gothitelle that kind of goes attacking or stalling, but who knows what we're going to see from this one. So let's go ahead and dig in and check how this match is going to go. This is, of course, a replay, so all the moves have already been done, and let's check it out. I'm guessing Pupitar is the lead, and then maybe Trubbish. Okay, so we see Skull the Haunter on Morgana's side, and Oleana the Trubbish on Lilith's side. So I got 1 out of 2. The 2 poison types facing off. Knockoff is going to do about 30%, not too much damage, but Sticky Hold prevents Oleana's item from being removed. Maybe it's an Eviolite. Rock Blast is going to hit 4 times, dealing pretty big damage to Skull, taking it under 1/3 of its HP. And it looks like Oleana actually has a Black Sludge equipped. And Haunter's going to switch out into Overit, the Pupitar, to maybe try and wall another one of those Rock Blasts. Indeed, Rock Blast is the move that Lilith uses. It's not going to do a lot of damage per hit, only about 3%. Altogether, it was 5 times that Rock Blast hit, so it did take Pupitar down to 86%. Still not a lot of damage. Oleana and Pupitar at about similar HPs. Stealth Rock is set up now on Lilith's side of the field, and Oleana, the Trubbish, is actually going to go for a Drain Punch, dealing decent damage to Overit. Does Pupitar have Earthquake is a big question, because then it would be able to do massive damage to Oleana. Looks like it's using Rock Tomb, though. Does about 44%. Decent damage, but with Drain Punch recovery and Black Sludge, another Drain Punch is going to take it down to 14%, and Oleana is sitting pretty comfortably at about 78% after that Black Sludge and the Drain Punch recovery. So it looks like Oleana is pretty tough to take down, already doing massive damage to both Haunter and Pupitar. One more Rock Tomb is going to bring Oleana under half of its HP, and Oleana is going to retaliate with another Drain Punch, bring it back up to 44%, and with Black Sludge I believe that's 50%. And the first Pokemon to go down in this match is Pupitar. Looks like Trubbish is a really strong lead for Lilith. It hasn't set up spikes yet. I'm wondering if it does have spikes or if it just thought that attacking was a better opportunity. Looks like Baby Gunkerton, the Gabite, is going to come out, setting up a Hone Claws. I'm wondering if it gets Swords Dance or if Morgana wanted to increase the accuracy. And it looks like Gunk Shot is not going to do that much damage, about 20% resisted due to Gabite's ground typing. Oleana probably not going to want to stay in versus this boosted Gabite, which is looking pretty scary, but Earthquake does take down Oleana, and that's the first Pokemon to go down on Kiss of Death. The score is now 5-5, with Gabite boosted by 1 in attack and accuracy. Will be pretty hard to take this down. Polter comes in, a relatively bulky Pokemon, especially with Eviolite, and Baby Gunkerton goes for the Earthquake, taking down Polter. Score is now 5-4, and Gabite's looking really threatening. Will anything be able to take it down? Perhaps Prankster Purloin? Looks like Symphonia actually comes out next. Gunkerton again going to go for that Earthquake, bringing Symphonia down to 3%, barely hanging on. And Symphonia is going to retaliate with a Dragon Tail. That Dragon Tail is a critical hit and takes down Baby Gunkerton, but Symphonia goes down in the process due to the rough skin. And Gabite showing it did a massive amount of damage to Lilith's team. Lilith going to have to recover a little bit from that. Skull comes out. Its HP is compromised at below 1/3 of its HP, and Celestia is going to be the next one to come out. Skull can do massive damage to Celestia with Shadow Ball. It looks like it actually uses its Z power to power itself up and use Acid Downpour, and that is enough to take down Celestia. Score is now 4-2. In comes Katon, the Purloin. Skull going to go for a Sludge Bomb. It does pretty big damage and poisons Katon. Because of the fact that this is regular poison, not toxic poison, I do believe it'll be enough to take it down, but not before Knockoff allows Katon to take down Skull the Haunter first. And Poison's going to do its thing and take down Katon. 12% from poison. Regular poison actually stronger than toxic poison in the beginning, because toxic poison starts off doing 6%, regular poison starts off doing 12. Ministorm, the Mantike, is going to come out versus Kitsune, the Vulpix, who sets up a Drought. Going to be really hard for Vulpix to break through Mantike, though its special defense is very nice. Energy Ball, yeah, only doing about 11% to Ministorm. Scald will be weakened from the sun, but it still does pretty big damage, 39%. One more might be enough to take down Kitsune. And looks like Vulpix goes for the Extra Sensory. That does 11%, just like Energy Ball did. And Scald is going to hit Kitsune, taking it down, and that is the match. It is a 3-0 victory for Morgana's team, Northern Necrozmas, over Lilith's team, Kiss of Death. What a fast match. That was only 13 turns. NFE is hypothetically a bulkier format, but we've actually seen quite a few fast matches in Oreburgh Gate, and some slow matches in Victory Road, so not necessarily an inherently stallier format. It is stallier, it is more defensive, but it still can be pretty offensive, as we see here. Looks like Lilith had a good lead with Trubbish, but once Gabite came out, it punched a hole through Kiss of Death that was hard for Lilith to recover from. I'm wondering what would have happened if Purloin was not poisoned by the Sludge Bomb, because Purloin could have maybe knocked off something else or used a status move on something else to take it down, but as long as Mantike was alive, Vulpix was not going to be able to break through it, I think. So, interesting match, very fast-paced, and a good start to Week 3. Tune in for some more Oreburgh Gate preseason battles. Week 3 coming up. More battles of Week 3 coming up. This is Noel from My Coronet, and I'll see you then.